Guess who's back? Finally, back in Mexico. And after all of that, I realized one huge thing that I tend to create a lot of stress for myself heading into there. I mean, it's pretty valid, as a lot of you can probably agree that the stress comes from a valid place of worry. And however, I realized that the last two times I went to LA and I came right through, not a problem going through immigration and then having the best time while in LA with my family, seeing a couple friends, and coming back to Mexico without a hitch. And I realized I raised my cortisol levels and worry and anxiety for nothing. And I probably worried some of you as well and got a lot of you involved in being worried. And I'm absolutely appreciative of that. And I mean, I can't be grateful enough to you all who have extended your help. But here's my, I guess, decision moving forward is I tend to get really stressed when I watch the news and I scroll from time to time and I mistakenly stop at a video that just shows how horrible things are going and also how uplifting some things are going with the protests this past weekend. That was amazing how people came together. But at the end of the day, for me, and I'm speaking from my own experience and what I'm choosing to do, or what I'm choosing to try and do moving forward, is to prevent myself from being pulled so far on either side and going back to the basics of what I know and staying positive and bringing that positive energy onto the interwebs because in a sea of negative news feeds and people freaking out, and it's just a lot of doom and gloom that I see. And I'm sure you can also agree if you're experiencing the same thing, is I prefer to be that one glimmer of light or that one like little moment during someone's scroll where it's positive. And although I don't want to lie, well, I don't lie. uh, I can't say I don't ever lie, but I do my best as a human being not to lie and to lead with integrity. And by choosing the positive route, I know that that's still a huge part of me. And I have lost touch with that. That person that is always optimistic, that person who always looks on the brighter side of things, looking for the lessons in things, even in the darkest of situations. And using the internal resources that I have, that I've lost touch with, that have gotten me this far in life, right? I'm choosing to reconnect with that. I'm choosing to reconnect with a lighter side of life and looking on the bright side and not allowing all of this negativity to affect the way I think, to affect my emotions, and to affect how I move about this world and how I relate with other people. I don't want to make any enemies. I'm tired of that. And these days it's really easy to make enemies and it's really easy to block people and to ban people. And I'm just I'm about community, and it's like all of that is not aligned with my values. I love building community. I love surrounding myself with people that just light me up and people who I feel like I can lift up. And I'd rather focus on that. I'd rather focus on what I can personally do in my life, in my circle, what kind of ripple effects I can create, starting with me. And unless, of course, I'm going to do what I can on my side and with my words and my voice to spread light and spread information that I feel like is valuable, but I'm not going to give in to fear. I'm not going to give in to anxiety and more frustration and higher cortisol levels. I just can't be stressed anymore. It causes my heart to just pump way too hard for, being at a resting heart rate. Should be when I should be at a resting heart rate. I just know it's not good for me. It's not good for my health. And there's nothing I can do, or I am of no use if I am constantly stressed. So, with that said, I hope that you feel the same way in your life, that as you look at your daily life and you see, if you notice if you are more stressed or more anxious or more tense, to focus on what can help you relax more. Even if it means turning off the phone, turning off the news for a little while, and watching more videos about Guanajuato, which I promise I'll get back to as soon as I get back into town. I literally just got back yesterday from Los Angeles, and I took the whole day to relax and reacclimate myself to the city and the altitude and just the excitement of being back here. And so now I can get back to work and share more messages and show you more stuff about Guanajuato and share more of my life here, because that's what I do. All right, guys, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.